Welcome back to the Digital Life with Joel. Now, in today's tutorial, we're gonna learn or we're gonna see what we call data formatting in Excel, and we're gonna see how it's applied, why data formatting is important or why it matters, and how to apply it. And we're gonna see what is data formatting. So let's move into our Excel. But before we dig down, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you find this video useful, click that subscription and put a bell so that we can keep in touch and be updated always on the videos we upload. Remember, we are here to learn Excel from beginners level to advanced. So without wastage of time, let's dig into our Excel and we see what we call data formatting in Excel. We're moving from beginners level to advanced, but these are some of the basics you need to know in the Excel if you're opening it for the first time, which will lead you to a job. So let's dig down into our Excel and we see what is data formatting or what we made by data formatting in Excel. So as you can see my screen here, I have a pre-definition of what is called data formatting. Data formatting in Microsoft Excel is the process of changing the visual appearance of your data without altering its actual underlying value. Okay, it transforms rare numbers and text into easy to read, professional looking information. In this, what we mean by this, that if you have your data in Excel, you have your spreadsheet with the messy data, no one can understand it, or it looks messy, but what you need to do, you need to format it so that it looks professional and easy to read. Okay, why we need data formatting or why it matters. Okay, proper formatting is essential for interpreting data at a glance. Okay, it makes large spreadsheet look clean, ensures that calculations are performed correctly. In this, you have your spreadsheet. It's messy. You cannot be able to read or to notice something within it. You cannot understand the data, what it says, but if you do the formatting within your Excel, this will look professional and easy to read for everyone. So that's why it matters. Data formatting matters in Excel. Okay, how to apply? With the help of only Ctrl 1 to open the deep customized menu for any selected cell. Okay, or with the help of Ctrl T to format your data into a table so that it's easy to read and it looks professional. Let's see, and we have some sorts of data formatting, like we have number formatting here, we have text and font formatting, we have date and time formatting, we have alignment and layout, and borders and fill. That's all align or fall into data formatting. We're gonna see each and everything, what it does, how to do it, and we see our result, how it will look when you done this within your Excel sheet, so that when you share it with your boss, it looks professional and easy to read. Okay, now with all that said, we've seen what is data formatting is, we've seen why formatting matters, and we've seen how we can apply it. So let's move on the step by step on on the types of formatting we have, how we do it, and how we apply it. Let's start with number formatting. Here I have my simple table here. As you can see on the screen, it's a little bit messy. It's not easy to read, but I want to turn it into this one. Okay, how to do this? Let me show you. Now, this is called number formatting with the numbers inside. Like maybe you're working with a in the bank calculation, something like that. You need to format your data. So, what is this? What is number formatting? This controls how numeric data is displayed, e.g., turning this into this and this into this, putting the percentage value, putting the numbers in percentage, putting the dollar signs, putting the separators, the thousand separators, sort of that. All that is called formatting. Now let's say I have my simple table here, my simple data range here as I highlighted it. As you can see, I have my revenue, I have my profits, I have my percentage profit, I have my employers, but it's not organized or it's not formatted. No one can understand it and no one can read it. Okay, let's try to change it so that it looks professional. So I'll what I'll do here, I'll first highlight my headers to make them bold. I put some colors so that it looks professional. So I'll first merge this and I wrap it. I'll do the same here, merge and wrap. I'll come to percentage, same thing, merge and wrap. Employer, merge and drop. Okay, I'll adjust here manually, but if you don't want to adjust manually, you can use only the shortcut. You highlight all your data range, you press Alt HIO, it will adjust automatically as you have seen here, but I'll adjust it manually again a little bit so that it can give me good vibe. Okay, like this, sort of this. I think now it's look cool. Okay, I'll put some colors here. Let's say I'll put second dark blue. I'll put this in white color. I'll put it in bold. Okay, now let's move on to the most simple thing here. Now I have my revenue here, it's in currency, but my number here, there is no currency sign or no dollar sign, and there is no separators, 1,000 separators. I would like to change this data so that it looks professional. So first thing to do, I will highlight all of them. Since revenue and profit, they are all in USD or they're all in money, they need to be with the separator and the dollar sign to differentiate them that this is currency. I need to put them in currency so that everyone can know we are dealing with money here. I will highlight both of my columns here where there is my data. Okay, I'll press Ctrl 1 to open up this dialog. Okay, I'll come here down in currency. You see, I'll press currency. It has decimal places, but I don't like them. I'll decrease this to 0. I have a dollar sign here. They have many sign which currency you want to put in. There are many, you choose whatever you want, but mine is in dollar sign. It's already there. I'll reduce the decimal places to 0. Okay, so that it has no decimal places. Then after that, I'll click OK. Easy and simple, as you can see. Or else you have another shortcut for this. I'll press Ctrl Z to go back. Okay, to go back here, I will highlight my column. I'll highlight my data range where I want to change in currency. I'll press Ctrl Shift 4. See that? Ctrl Shift 4. This is the shortcuts in case you have millions of rows which you want to change or which you want to format in currency. Ctrl Shift 4 so that you can format them. Okay, easy. But what you notice, it has a dollar sign. I mean the decimal places here, 2 decimal places, but I don't want these decimal places. So what to do next? I will highlight them with the help of Ctrl 1. Open this dialog. I'll come here under decimal places. I reduce it to 0. Okay. Then I click OK. See, easy, and it looks professional. Now let's move on to percentage profit. Now this is percentage profit, but no one can understand it. It doesn't have any percentage. No one can understand, or it's not professional. So what to do? I'll highlight my data range. I press Ctrl 1. I open this dialog. I come in percentage. I check percentage. Here this time I will leave the decimal points at 2. Okay, so that, excuse me, it's easy to read. Okay, then I click OK. See, now it looks well and neat, easy to read. Okay, but if you don't want to do that, Ctrl Z to go back. You highlight your data the shortest way. You press Ctrl Shift 5. Ctrl Shift 5 for percentage. That is the shortest way on your keyboard. Ctrl Shift 5 to format your numbers in percentage. But you notice here there is no decimal points. Only that is. But I would like to put decimal places here. With the help of Ctrl 1 to open this dialog, I'll come here, this menu, under decimal places. I'll increase this to 2. Then I press OK. Now it looks neat and nice, easy. I have my employers here. I want to format this in number. You can see here over my ribbon it's in general. Okay, but I want to make it in number so that there is a separator for thousands. What I will do, I will highlight everything with the help of Ctrl 1. I come here under numbers, it's here. I'll reduce the decimal places to 0. I'll click here, this box, use 1000 separator. I'll click it so that after 1000 it presses separator, easy to read. Then I press OK. You see, now it looks neat and professional. But the shortest way to do it, press Ctrl Z to go back. Same thing here, you highlight, then you press Ctrl Shift 1 so that it's in numbers. Okay, and it has a separator, but you notice here it has a decimal places, 2 decimal, but I don't like this. I'll highlight them again with the help of Ctrl 1 to bring up this box. I'll reduce this to 0, the decimal places to 0. Remember to click this, use the 1000 separator, this box, you click it, then you press OK. It now looks neat and nice, professional way. I'll try to put some filler colors here so that it looks professional. I'll put the first one here, light. I press Ctrl copy. I'll press Ctrl. I click here, 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 here. I'll go to paste as formatting source. Okay. I click OK. Now my data looks neat and professional. That's how we do the number formatting in Excel. Hope you learned how to do this, the number formatting. We're going to move to the next step, which is text and font formatting. But remember, if you find this video useful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Click that bell sign or to be updated always. Okay, and yeah, thank you for watching. Let's move on to the text font formatting. Now here you may ask yourself, what is this? Now this is Just adjust the appearance of letters by changing the font style, size, color, or applying bold or italic fills so that it looks professional, easy, and more to read. In this, I'll a little bit more fast. I have my data range here, as you can see, but you cannot see it. It's not neat. It's not. It doesn't look professional. You cannot. It's not easy to read. So we shall adjust the appearance first. I'll click my column, first column here. I press Ctrl Shift plus to add a row here, add a column here. I'll adjust here. I'll click here. My headers, Ctrl Shift plus to add a row here. So I'll try to adjust this. I will select my data range like this. I press Alt H or I to adjust it automatically. We've done adjusting it, but we have our headers here, but they look the same as our digits. So we want to separate these headers so that it looks professional. Anyone can know this is the heading in company and industry. We separate them from this so that it looks professional. I'll go ahead, I click here, I'll mark this and I center this. I'll do the same thing here, merge and wrap or center. I'll click here, I adjust the font size to 20. Okay, put it in bold. I'll put some filler color. Let me put here. I will put this in white color so that my header looks easy and neat, professional. So I'll do the same, highlight my data range. I come here, I put the border, I select all borders so that it looks neat and easy. That's how text and font formatting is done. You align or you arrange your data, you change its appearance, the size, the color so that it looks professional. As you can see, now it looks professional and easy to understand. Okay, let's move on to the next step. We have our date and time formatting. How do I change this into this? Okay, you may ask, what is this data and time formatting? This ensures dates and times align with your preferred region standards, e.g. from this or this one, so that it looks professional. As you can see here, I have my dates. They're only number 43101. Nobody can understand that. So I want to change this to this. How do I do that? I will first highlight my headers so that it doesn't put some filler colors, white again, bold, a little bit increase here so that it's nice and easy to read. So I will come here, I will highlight my data range. I press Ctrl 1 to open this dialog. I'll come to, you see this, there is date there already there. The types, whichever type you want, it's there. You can select from here, but I will not select this because it's not what I want. I'll come down to custom. It's already here, date, month, year. I'll click here, I'll reduce this, I'll remove the day, I put the month. I want it in only June and 2028 in once. Then I click OK. You see, you notice it's not the same as this. This has a approximate and this has a slicer. I'll remove the slicer. I'll press again Ctrl 1 to open up this. I'll come back here. I remove the slicer. I put a dash. I press OK. Now it looks same as this. Easy and easy to follow. Then I'll just highlight my, I put some borders here so that it looks professional, neat and professional. That's how we do it, guys. I'll try to remove the grid line so that you can see it nicely. I'll try to put some filler color here. I'll go to home tab, select the light blue, I press Ctrl copy, Apple Control, I press here, here, and here. Then I come to paste as source formatting. As you can see, now it looks same as this one. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We have alignment and layout. Okay, how I have my data range here and this one here. How alignment and layout works, or how to do it. Remember, this changes the positioning of data within the cell, e.g. left, aligning text, or centering headers, or using wrap text, or so as long line fit. Okay, how to do this? I'll click my column here, Ctrl Shift plus, add one column here. I'll adjust it so that it looks nice. I'll try to remove the grid lines so that you can be easy to see my data. So remember, this changes the positioning of the data within. I'll highlight my data. I press Alt H or I, adjust it automatically. So I have my headers here, I have my company, industry. How do I change this so that it's not same as here? I'll highlight here, I'll wrap and center this. I'll do the same here, wrap and center. So select both, increase the size to 20. I'll adjust this to here. I'll put some filler colors. Let's select this to white, put this to bold so that it's nice and easy. I'll highlight all the range, the data range. I click all borders. Now you can see it's easy and looks professional. Maybe you need to bold this. I'll highlight all the data. I click bold so that it's easy. Maybe I want to align this to the left or in the center to the right. We just come in the home tab, come in alignment section. You just click wherever you want, left, right, center. Okay, I'll leave it at that so that it looks professional. Now I have my data here. It's I think you cannot see it nicely. I'll highlight it again. I press Alt H O I so that it's automatically fit. Okay, I'll put some borders again. I'll adjust this to this, just adjust here so that it's easy and nice to read. That's what we call alignment and layout. That's how it's done and easy to read so that your data looks professional. Hope you're copying up, guys. Then we shall move on to the next one, borders and fill. This adds grids, background colors, and lines to separate data and draw attention to specific cells. It's the same as here. We've done here, and I think here. It's all the same. But all you need to understand what it does and how to do it. By the way, all these data formatting types, you only find them in the home tab or home ribbon menu. You come in the home, there is a section for font, alignment, numbers, all styles, whatever. you edit everything within here, but I'll try to show you the shortcut way. Use the Ctrl Shift 4, Ctrl Shift 1 for numbers, percentage, something like that, or HOI for automatically feed, Ctrl 1 to open the menu. All those shortcuts, you can use them to format your data so that it looks professional and easy to read. So let's see what this actually how to deal with this borders and fill. It adds grids, backgrounds, and sort of that. I'll first press Ctrl Shift plus add a column here so that you can see nicely. I'll add a row also here, Ctrl Shift plus. I will highlight my data range. I press Alt HOI to adjust it automatically. I will highlight this, I'll merge it and center it. I'll do the same as to the industry, merge and center. I'll highlight both. I increase the font size to 20. I'll little bit adjust this one here. Okay. I will add some grids, borders, so that it's nice. I'll put some background here. I'll put it at to be blue, highlight to white, put it to bold. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I'll highlight this to put it to bold. Okay, that's how it's done. Easy and simple. That's what we call data formatting. Hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell button so that we keep updated and we keep in touch. Thank you. See you.